So I wanted to start this interview off with what's the one question you're tired of answering?
Oh, I am tired of being asked what it is like to be a Black woman in this space because the short answer to that is it fucking sucks. Ooh, don't know if I can curse, but like I'll retake it really sucks. And it does. Like there are great moments, absolutely, but there are a lot of crappy moments as well. I'm just tired of being asked that because I feel like if you close your eyes and you just imagine, then you might get your answer
Right.
for that. Because it's only, I think, like 6% of women who write are writing comics actively. And of that 6%, I can only imagine the amount of Black women. I'm pretty sure it's like below 1%, if that. But that's the one I am a little tired of being asked. Ask me, hey, um, you know, I don't know, when you write Nubia, like what was some of your inspiration or what things were you trying to challenge with the mascara? Or hey, what is your writing process like?
Mm,
What are some other things that inspire you? Or, what is your favorite type of storytelling?
mm,
What does that look like for you? Just, things about my craft
mm,
because, you know, that I can give you an interesting answer for.
right.
But what it's like to exist in this space, I can't get any more descriptive than it effing sucks sometimes.
Mm,
And that's the truth.
yeah, that's a fair answer. Funny enough, the next question on my list was, what's your approach to comics? That was the next question. I crossed it out.
I so appreciate you for that. And look, let me go back and say, like, no, please don't ever refrain from asking me that because I could feel 50% more or 10% less
Mm.
than what I normally do any day. But no. But what is my I'm sorry, which can you answer the question one more time?
So, what is your approach to storytelling in comics?
So for me, when it comes to storytelling comics, because a lot of the comics that I do are superhero related,
Mm,
for me, it is how can I make the mundane extraordinary?
mm,
And we can easily accomplish that with the superheroes, but also how can I make these superheroes relatable by marrying them to the ordinary. I know for me, a lot of the superhero stories that I really gravitated towards were a lot of the 70s and 80s stuff because you get a lot of those quieter moments
mm,
and you get to see who the hero is when they're not having to punch someone or they're not having to save the world. And I just really appreciate that. It makes those moments where they do have to save the world or they do have to punish that person all the more better because I know who they are as a person and why they're making those choices.
mm,
So that is something that I always ask. And the other thing is, what is it that I wish would have been around when I was younger or even currently now?
mm,
What is it that, what story do I want to read that I haven't seen? Or what story is it that I want to read that I kind of like the one story, but it was missing Black folks? So,
mm,
what does that look like when we're, um, you know, living on the mascara? What does that look like?
mm,
So, for me, it's just trying to, if there is a need and is a need that is in alignment with the type of story I would like to tell, then I'm always going to go for that.
right.
I just want to have a
Gotcha.
good time,
I mean,
even
I
if
think
it's a scary time or a sad time. Like I just want to have a good time.
that's a good goal, right?
Yeah,
Especially when your existence effing sucks, right?
yeah.
So, so